Hello, I'm Roshan recording experiment 2 Unix lab. The second experiment is on conditional statement using shell scripting. The first program is to find the greatest of three numbers. Uh, this is my program. First I take three input at the same time. To get three input, we use the read keyword and all the variables to which you want the input. You separate them by space and get the input. Then you use the if else statement, if else conditional block to find the greatest number. First we compare two numbers a and b, and to compare them we use this minus gt. This is actually greater than operator. This is to compare in two integers, and it takes two operands. So here the operands are the content of a and content of b. Now if the content of a is greater than the content of b, then we say if it is greater than content of c, then we know a is the greatest number. If it is not greater than the content of c, then c is the greatest number. So it's the same operation in else. If the first if fails, like if content of a is not greater than content of b, then it will go to the else statement. That means b is greater than a, and if content of b is greater than a, we have to see if content of b is greater than c. If it is, then we will print content of b is greatest, then otherwise we print c is greater. Let's run the code and see. So first we have to give the input. Let's give some input, and yeah, it says it prints 43 is the greatest number. Now another program, the next program is to find, yeah, student grade calculation. So student grade, hmm, student grade, student grade, that is the name of the file. Now this is my code, and that first I take five inputs, that is the marks at five subjects. Then I compute the average. So using the average I give the grade. So to write an expression on shell scripting, we use the expr keyword. So it has to be, the entire expression has to be inside the tilde symbol, and you can see as there is one here and there is another one here, that the entire expression inside that. And we sum, to use a bracket, we have to use the escape operator, because bracket has a different meaning in the shell scripting. So we use the escape operator to group uh, operands together in shell expressions, and these are the five inputs, and we sum them, and I divide it by 5, and the result will be stored in ABG. There shouldn't be any space between the assignment operator and the operand and the variable to which the value has to be assigned for the program to work properly. Then I use the if else if ladder and see what is his grade. So if above 90 I give A, if greater than 90 I give A, otherwise if it's greater than 80, that is 80 to 90, it is B, and then from 70 to 80 it is C. So based after calculating the value for GR is the grade, so it will be assigned a value based on the average that is computed, and we'll display the grade at the end. To see the output, let's run the code. We use sh. Sh is sh, the name of the file. Sh and then the name of the file is how you run a shell code. So they are asking for 5 inputs and giving 5. There is 5 inputs. Once I give 5 inputs, it will calculate the average, and based on the average it puts the grade. Now the next program is to find the electricity bill. To find the electricity bill, let's bi electricity dot sh. Oops. This is my code. I took the minimum charge as 100 and the unit per charge is 4 rupees. Now first we take the number of units consumed as input, and then we compute using first we take the number of total units consumed and multiplied by 4. Then we add the minimum charge to it. Then we simply display the bill. Now double parenthesis is a way to use to give expressions other than using the tilde symbol and the exp keyword. This is far easier because this the use of spaces doesn't affect the code. So let's see the output. Yes, such. Now when I give the number, let's say I consume 240 units in a month, and it will display my bill as 240 into 4 plus 100. Then the next, let's see the next question. The next question is to find the alphabets, to see finding the alphabet is a vowel or a consonant. So vowel check is the name of my file. W vowel. Now this is my code. First I enter, I read an alphabet. Then using I say if they are equal to A, E, I, O, U, the alphabet that I have read. So to do logical operation on more than one operand in a string expression, you use the two pipeline operators, that is logical OR, and we have to put this expression inside two square brackets, and based on the logic, display the output in the, like, key the output inside the if block or the else block here. If it satisfies any of this condition, I'll print it as a vowel, otherwise it's a consonant. Now if you check the output, search, it's asking me for a number. Let's say I give R, and give enter. R is not an alphabet, so it says it's a consonant. And what if I give a vowel? I give I, so it says I is a vowel. Now the next question is to see if the given number is a palindrome or not. Palindrome num, that's it. This is my code. First I get a number, then I need three variables, rev, st, and or. So what I do is, first or is just to keep a record of the file value I read. So it temporarily stores a value, and rev and st are used in the file, used for this manipulation. I use a loop, and first what I do is I modulus. I take the value that I read and I do modulus by 10. This is to get the last digit. That's the digit in the unit place. Now, once I get the digit in the unit place, mm, I I need to store put it inside rev value that has the that will have the reversed value at the end. So when I take a digit, I multiply it by 10. Uh, yeah, I add it to the value inside rev. Rev has to be multiplied by 10 so that the mm, okay, first initially there won't be any value in rev. Let's say it's 0, so rev into 10 is 0, so temp has 0 on it. Now temp plus st as the digit. Now digit plus 0, now I have the digit inside rev. Now I I divide the value in read by 10. That is, I'll remove the last digit. Now the digit in the unit place in the input number goes to the decimal part. The digit in the tens place become the uh, unit place digit. Now again, next time when I do the same set of operations, that is modulus, I read the last digit. That is the digit that was in the tens place in the number I took as input. Now what I do is I'll multiply the number which I had previously in RAV by 10 so that I can put this number inside it. So let's say my input number is 183. First time it will have 3 on RAV. Now the next time when it is going through uh, this loop, it will multiply 3 by 10, that is 30, and then add 8, that's the last digit, 8 to it, so it becomes 38. And when by the next iteration, the 38 will be multiplied by 10 and becomes 380, and the last digit, that is 1, will be added, and we get 381 as the reverse value of 183. Once you get the reverse value, we just equate it to see if they are equal. So let's see the output. Let's say I entered number 121. So 121 is a palindrome. So it reverses an and compares and says it's like a palindrome. Now it says some other number which is not a palindrome, 234. 234, once it's reversed, it's 423. It's not same as a number that was given as input, so it's not a palindrome. Um, That is all. Thank you.